Hello everyone, welcome to the next lecture on the IIT JAM Mathematical Statistics solution. Today I will explain you how you can solve the question number 11 to 20 in a very simple manner. Myself Dr. Harish Kar, you can follow my YouTube channel where you can find the playlist of the IIT JAM solution and you can see the first 10 question is uploaded at here. Apart from them you can also see the various statistics solution, all are with the help of the shortcut tricks of the last 18 years paper. If you are new to my YouTube video, you can simply scan and join my WhatsApp group for the various discussion part. So let's see first question. So before I start with this question, I will tell you the first very important tips. Fine. Whenever you have the sequence xn and if you are trying to write this sequence will be less than of yn, then this yn must be convergent. Fine. If you are able to find this yn which is convergent, then only you can write this a less than sign. For example, if you look about here, if you think about, can I write, because we all know sine is less than 1, cos is also less than 1, it is less than of this, but does it a convergent? It is not convergent because I can see this number is minus half is less than 1, it is a divergent. It means this property not satisfied. It means you are unable to write this function in this manner. Fine. If you are able to write this, then your answer will be it is a divergent. Fine. So whenever you are trying to write anything which is less than of something, it must be convergent. On the other hand, if you are trying to write something will be the greater than, then this must be divergent. Only then you are able to make a decision. Fine. Look at this one. If you are thinking this is a less than of n, but this is not a convergent, then you are unable to make a final decision. Then based on this trick, I can solve this question in a simple manner. Look at this an. An is my this number sine square 1 over n cos of n. Now if you are think you can write this number is less than of root n, but this is not convergent, it means you are unable to write this expression. But we all know sine of x is always be less than of the x whenever x is greater than 0. So this number I can return this n square because it's a sine square is a less than, and this number is my 1. So can it be convergent? I will firstly check it. Otherwise I will write like this way. So 2 minus 1 over 2. So that is 3 by 2. Yes, it is now. It is 1 over n raised to power 3 by 2. Now you can see I have used the less than sign. It is a convergent. Then you are able to make a decision. So now by the p test, 3 over 2 is my greater than 1. So that means this is my convergent. So bn is my convergent. This is not convergent. This is not convergent. Remember, this is the simple tips. If you think you can write like this way, then your answer may be either this or this. But that will be the wrong answer. Similarly, if you look about the bn, so bn I can return this number is less than of root n, but it is not a convergent. So I can return this number is 1 by n square for this case. So again this number is my n of this, which is my convergent. Hence bn is also convergent is the right answer of this problem. So always remember, whenever you are trying to write less than sign, it must be convergent. Otherwise your answer will be wrong always. Look at this another one. Oh, that's a very simple question. The same kind of the question I have explained you in my PY questions on the continuity and differentiability. What is the shortcut tricks as I given you? Whenever you have the function of x raised to power m sine 1 over x raised to power n, or whenever you have the function of the x raised to power m cos 1 over x raised to power n, when it will be the continuous? It will be the continuous only if m is my greater than 0. When it's said to be the differentiable, if m is my greater than n. So that's a simple shortcut fix for here. If you look about that, I can write the first expression will be of this plus x raised to power 0 cos 1 over x. So clearly say m is not greater than 0. It means this is not continuous. Is this continuous? If I open this bracket, m will be 1 which is greater than 0. If I open this bracket with here, m is 1 which is greater than 0. Yes, this is my continuous. So only f2 is my continuous, but f1 is not is the right answer. You must watch my this PY question of the continuity and differentiability. You can learn this shortcut tricks. If The same question will ask you whether this is a differentiable or not. You can see m must be greater than n. So 0 is greater than 1, not possible. So this function is not differentiable. Is this function is differentiable? No, because m is my 1. What is the n? N is also 1 because n is my power. So it is not satisfied. So it means this is again not differentiable. Look at this another one. The partial derivative of f with respect to x. Fine. So what is the answer of this? Limit x approaches 0. Firstly, I will check about the point 0, comma 0. So that means x, comma 0 minus 0, comma 0 over x. So what is the answer of this? What is the answer of the x, comma 0? So y is equal to 0 is a 0. This is my x. 0, comma 0 is a 0 over x. The answer is 1. So yes, this function is differentiable at 0, comma 0. Not at 0, not at 0. Then at the point 0, comma 1. So again, limit x approaches 0, f of x, comma 1 and f of 0, comma 1 divided by x. So what is the limit of this? When x, comma 1, y is equal to 1, it is a mod of x plus x. Y is equal to 1, x is 0 and here. Fine. So what is the limit of this? So when you substitute x, it will be x approaches 0. It is my 1 plus mod x over x. So clearly say this limit will be either 2 or 0 when provided x will be greater than 0 or x will be less than 0, because this number either has a plus 1 or minus 1. So it means limit is not unique. So once the limit is not unique, it means the function is not differentiable. So both is a cancel out. A is my right answer. Look at this one. Now they are talking about the local maxima and minima. How you can find that? You can take the first derivative to be 0. It is 8x minus cos x minus of 2 sine 2x, which is equal to 0. Are you able to find the value of the x from here? You are unable to find the value of the x from this. Fine. So it means this approach is not applicable. It means you have to think a very smart approach. So look at this function. I can written this first positive part as here. Fine. Now look at this part, which is a bounded function. Fine. So I assume this number is bounded by here. Fine. Then I can add 4x square on the both side. Fine. So this number is my fx. Then what is the nature of the maxima and minima? You can see this is my parabola and x square. The graph of this will be like here. Fine. So it means it will give you a minimum value. Fine. This is also give you a minimum value. So it will never give you the maximum value. No minimum point is the wrong answer, because x is equal to 0 is the minimum point up here. Exactly 1, that's the correct answer. At least 2 point is not the correct answer. So you can see a very simple approach I have given you how you can solve this question. There is one more way. Instead of thinking about this, you can see it is x approach. X is a real number. I can assume x to be a very, very large number. Say x approaches to the infinity. Then 4x square is always be greater than of this quantity. Fine. So what does it means? It means this term dominates it. Fine. So that means f of x when x approaches infinity, which is same as of the 4x square. And you can see this function is my convex function, and convex function always give you the minimum value. So you will never get a minimum value. So 4x square, what is the minimum of this? Minimum is 0 only at this single point. So 1 point is minimum as here. Also, you can discard the local maximum also, because it's a 4x square. The graph of this will be here. Can you find the maximum value of the 4x square over this range? No, because when the x is infinity, it's my infinity. So that's why the right answer is C is the correct option. Okay, look at this one is a proper, again it's a convergent divergent. So it means again if you think about it, it can be written like of something that must be convergent. Fine, then only you can think about this. So first of all, there are the two methods. I will tell you the first method. You have to check about the limits at this and this. Check whether this will goes to the infinity or not. If it will not goes to the infinity, then it is a convergent. If it goes to the infinity, then we will check about this behavior. Firstly, what is the value of at 1? This is a finite number. Fine. So at 1 is finite. And what about this second number? This is sine t upon e raised to power t, which is less than of this number. Then what is the value of this as t approaches infinity? So it's an infinity over infinity form. I can apply the L'Hopital rule. This is here, which goes to the 0. That is a finite number. Fine. So both the limits are my finite. So yes, this is a convergent. So this option is cancelled. Look at this one. When you substitute t is equal to 1, this is a 1. This is ln of 2, which is a finite. When you substitute infinity, it's a 1 over infinity is a 0. And it is 1 plus 0. That is a 0 into 0 is a 0. Both are my finite. So this is also convergent. Fine. This is the first method. Second method. How you can think about the second method? I can apply the less than property. Sin x is always be less than of this number, t over e raised to power t. Now clearly say, when substitute 1, it's a 1 over 1 is a finite number. Fine. When you substitute infinity, it's a infinity by infinity form. So again it is a 0, this is a finite number. So this is a convergent. Again for the I2, I can written this number is a less than of something. So we all know log 1 plus x is always less than of the x. So this is 1 by root t, x will be my here. So this is 1 over t raised to power 3 by 2. And you can see this is my convergent by the p test, because at 1 is a finite, is a convergent. Otherwise, you can check about the limit at 1 is a 1 over 1 is a finite. When you substitute infinity, is a 0, which is a finite. So that's why both are my finite. So the right answer is, this is the correct answer. Okay, look at this another one. This is my 3 cross 5. Fine. So we all know the rank of the matrix is minimum of this. So less than or equal to minimum of this. So if any rank is greater than, no. Okay, I can make them, I can change them to be the row reduced echelon form. So first row I can return like here. Second row I can return like this. I can subtract this one. This minus this. 0, 2, 6, 2, 2. Fine. Then I can clearly say, I can, because it's a double, I can make R3 minus 2R1. So this number will be 0. 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 So clearly say the rank of the matrix will be 2. So this option is cancelled. Fine. Now, once we know the rank is my 2, fine. Can you find the nullity of this? Number of the column vectors? 5 minus 2, that means 3. What is the meaning of the nullity is? Out of these 5 vectors, 3 values must be 0. So it's on your choice whether you want to take x1 0, x3 0, x5 0, or you can choose x1 0, x2 0, x3 0. Any 3 variable you can put them as a 0. It's on your choice. Fine. So I can assume x3, x4 and x5 as a 0. So I can convert this matrix. This is my x1 and x2. So 0 x1 plus x2 will be the first number 3. x1 plus 6 x2 will be 1. x1 plus 8 x2 will be 10. Now I can try to solve the equation. x2 will be my 3. I can substitute here. x1 will be my minus 17. Fine. I can substitute here. It's a minus 17 plus 24 is 10, which is not satisfied. It means it has no solution. Fine. So that's the right answer of this problem. Okay, which of the following is the algebra? What is the meaning of the algebra? That's a sigma algebra. That's a sigma algebra. That's a Borel field. If you read the probability first lecture, that is called as the Borel field. So if I call this is my sigma, it is said to be the Borel field if number 1, phi and sigma both belongs to them. Fine. Both belongs to the, so phi and sigma, phi and sigma, phi and sigma, but sigma is not there. So this option is cancelled. Second one is, if I take A is the part of this sigma, then A complement is also the part of this sigma. Look at that. What is the opposite of 1 comma 2? What is the opposite of 1 comma 2? 3 4 5 6. But 3 4 5 6 is not belongs to this, so this option is cancelled. What is the opposite of the 1 2 3? 4 5 6. 4 5 6 appears. 4 5 6 opposite 1 2 3 appears. What is the opposite of the 1 2? 3 4 5 6. 3 4 5 6 appear. 4 5 opposite of the 4 5 is 1 2 3 6 appear. What is the opposite of the 1 2 4 5? 3 and 4. So 3 and 4 is not appear. So the left option is my here. Anyhow, the third property is also satisfied. Union of each of the AIs is must be this one. So you can see this property also satisfied. So the right answer is B is the correct option. Okay, look at this one. Two coins are tossed independently. Then head appears on the S1. So that's the H appear on the first one. This is my here. Head appears on the second one. This one. G is the same outcome appears on them. So that means either the HH or T comma T. Then which of the following is my independent? So that means how you can prove the independent? I can simply check about this probability. So what is the E intersection F? Only HH. So what is the probability of this? 1 over 2. What is the probability of this is half. Probability of this is 2 by 4, 2 by 4. So again it's satisfied. So this is my correct statement. But we need a not correct statement. So this is basically a correct statement. F and G. So again, what is the intersection of the F and G? Only HH. So answer is half. What is the probability of this is half? Sorry, it is a 1 by 4. E is a 1 by 4. It is 1 by 4. It is 1 by 4. So again satisfied. So this is my correct statement. E and G complement. What is the G complement is? HT and TH. What is the intersection of the E and G? So this is only H comma T. So what is the probability of this is 1 by 4. What is the probability of E? 1 by 2. It's a 1 by 2. So again you can see it's satisfied. So this is again the correct answer. So the only unknown option is my fourth option is the correct answer. But if I want to prove them, how? You can see E intersection F into G, are they equal? You can see F and G. So what is that? It's a half. It's a half and a half. What is the intersection of this? HH. So the right answer of on the left hand side is 1 by 4, which is not same. So D is the correct answer of the problem. Okay, look at this another one of this. So if I called X is my normal distribution of this one, I call this is my X. F2, I call this is my P, follows the normal distribution of 0, 6. Are they given to independent? No, they are not given to you as independent. Then I can return this Y is my 0.6X plus 0.6P. So how you can find the variance of the Y? Is a 0.6 square, variance of X, 0.4 square, variance of P, plus 2 times of the covariance. Fine. But you can see they are not independent and also the covariance is not given to you. It means you are unable to apply, you are unable to find this covariance. So that means I can skip this part. What is the other way you can find this? I can use this property, E of Y whole square. Fine. So what is the E of Y? So clearly say E of Y. So that means expected value of the X 0, expected value of the Y is 0. So that means 0 plus 1 is 0. Fine. Can you find the expected value of the Y square? So it will be 0.6 expected value of the X square. How you can find the expected value? I can use the variance. So 1 plus 0 square plus 0.4, 6 plus 0 square, because we all know variance is expected value of the P square minus expected value of this. So what is the right answer of this? 0.6, 2.4. So that's a 3. So 3 minus 0 is 3 is my right answer. Look at the last question. Which of the following is my CDF? So what is the property of the CDF is? Okay, whether they are discrete or continuous. they are not given to you. So it may be discrete, it may be continuous. The first property is f of minus infinity must be 0, f of plus infinity must be plus 1, and f must be my increasing. Fine. So f of minus infinity 0, f of infinity plus 1, 0 plus 1, 0 plus 1, all are satisfied. We will check about this increasing. Minus pi by 4 to plus pi by 4. So what is the value of the pi by 4? 1 by root 2. What is the value of the sine 3 pi by 4? So I can return this number. So again it is my here. Fine. So it means, does it a constant? What is the value at pi by 2? Sine pi by 2 is a 1. Fine. So it means the graph will be look like say here, and then it's a decreases. Does it satisfy always increases? No. So this option is cancelled. Look at the second option. Sine of 0, 0. Sine of pi by 4 is a root 2. So this number is root 2, which is greater than 1, but the maximum value must be 1. So this option is also cancelled out. This property, sine 0 is 0. Pi by 4 is my root 2, that's a 1. So that's increasing because it's a first quadrant. In the first quadrant, this function is my increases. So yes, this is my right answer. Now you can see about the third option, whether it's increasing or not. You can see that assume that x is my continuous. Fine. Then what is the PDF of this? If I found the PDF, that's a derivative 1, otherwise 0. So 1 in the range of 0 to 2, 0 to half, otherwise 0. Does it a PDF? No, because the integration of this is not 1. So that means this is not a PDF. It is not a PDF, it is not a CDF. If it is a discrete, fine, because it is not given that it's a discrete or continuous. So how many breaking points are there? 1 by 3 and 1 by 2. Can you find the PDF of this? It will be 2 by 3 minus PDF at this. So it is my 1 over 3. Can you find the PDF at 1 by 2? It is my 1 minus PDF at of this. It is 5 over 6. Again it is my 1 over 6. Clearly say the sum is not 1. So this option is cancelled. Only my D option is the correct answer of this problem. So this is the way you can solve all these 10 questions in a simple manner. We will see the next lecture on the 11th, 20th to 30th. I hope you can like, share and comment on my videos. Best of luck students. Happy learning.